Greetings, one and all, and welcome to another edition of Listenerland.
Welcome.
Welcome. I'm glad you're all with me.
I got that bit right. So,
don't forget to
subscribe,
ring that bell,
flush
the chain.
I'm going to mention a few names to you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
That old chestnut.
Mr. Combs, Sean Combs, Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Love, Brother Love, and what I like to call the Diddler.
The Diddler. Hey, Diddle Diddle. Yeah, he's a busy boy, isn't he?
Puff Daddy, the Diddler.
It's like an arch enemy of Batman, isn't he? The Diddler.
Diddle me this. I mean, we shouldn't laugh because it's actually quite
serious.
It's quite serious. So, just I'm gonna read out the actual charges. Diddler.
Having silly names as one.
So, he's one of the most successful music moguls in the history of rap, and has been arrested and charged with sex trafficking and racketeering.
Racketeering, yeah.
I didn't realise that, playing tennis was a crime.
It depends how bad you are.
I don't know what racketeering is, but it doesn't sound like an offence.
No, I was confused with that. It sounds like a very old charge, doesn't it?
It's a mafia thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
mafia thing.
Holding people against the world to give them money, basically.
It goes on to say he was basically the head of a criminal enterprise.
It was, or it is?
Well, it is in prison at the moment, awaiting trial. It was for reasons of forced labour, also known as slavery, kidnapping, arson and bribery, amongst sexual assaults.
He's done that quite a bit, hasn't he? Though?
Yeah.
He's had that going back to the 90s, hasn't he?
Oh, it goes quite deep.
Allegations against him for that.
Also arson. Well, there's arson, but there's talks of murder and stuff like that. So there's lots of theories online. So so let's just rewind a bit. So what happened is Puff Daddy, the Diddler, used to have these famous
midnight masses.
The Midnight Diddler. He used to have these famous parties.
Yeah.
Where he'd invite a lot of celebrities over and his friends and stuff, and they'd have these crazy parties. And
he liked to film them.
He liked to secretly film them behind two-way mirrors.
Yeah.
Or one-way mirrors. And turns out that's how he accumulated the head of this gang, and that's how he got them to do what he wanted.
He used it against them, didn't
he? He had sex slaves and all sort of stuff. But essentially, there's people more high profile than him that is on the list.
Apparently, there's a lot of people scared about this, aren't there?
A lot of people. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to know for a while who's on this list because already...
What's scared because their names will come out within participation of these.
This goes a lot further than Mr. Diddler.
Yeah.
All right. So
politicians,
artists,
politicians, music artists.
He was
famous people of a higher profile than Puff Daddy.
He was the ringleader of this little circus, but the people that were actively involved and participating in this little charade, it's quite deep within the music industry and politics and everything else.
We should say that he denies all charges.
Well, he's not been convicted yet, so we can't prove any of this.
But story has it.
That's not like
but when the FBI raided his many houses, they found thousands of bottles of lube.
Right.
So unless
he might just be very active.
Unless one of his games at his party was a huge slip and slide.
Well, you don't know. You can't prove it one.
But he was a closet homosexual who liked younger men.
Well, there's somebody come out and who's suing him, litigation for 100 million, isn't there? Saying that he was sexually assaulted by him in the 90s.
There's a lot of people coming out about it. So
But this particular person is a predator anyway, who's currently under... he's currently in prison.
Wow.
So that's going to throw
it throws into question a lot of the things between the East Coast and West Coast rivalry. So the murder of Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
He was Biggie Smalls' producer, so he's responsible for a lot of that success. And it was Bad Boy Records. Yeah. And he used to go out with Jennifer Lopez, and Jennifer Lopez back in the day apparently stashed a gun for him and all sorts of stuff. And recently, before... This is very like gossipy.
But do they think he's had something to do with Tupac shooting then?
This is like the iceberg that we're seeing. It sounds like some sort of made up story, but apparently people refer to him as like that he thought he was a king. Now the problem is there's been repeat attendees of these parties. You have Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce used to go to these parties before Jay-Z was like prominent there. Right. They are part of this,
full well what happens at these parties.
They are a part of this club, but they refer to themselves as the Millionaires Club. So Jay-Z is under investigation along with Beyonce. I say under investigation. People online are tying some dots together. Also, none of this is confirmed, but people are talking about online. I'm just referring to what's been mentioned online. Leonardo DiCaprio is an avid attendee. What do you call the small comedian? Not Martin Short.
That would be small.
Yeah, small. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Right. Yeah, he is.
There's a lot of celebrities that are have been tarnished with this, and a lot of celebrities have also deleted their Twitter feed since the allegations have come out about the diddler.
I like that, the diddler.
Even Pink.
Whoa.
Even Pink. Whoa.
Can we get a whoa?
Whoa.
But what's happened is certain people have been paying lots of money to the victims for their names not to be announced. So some people we will never know.
Yeah.
And there's this thing what's happening online now about how...
Yeah, but if it goes to court, surely those names have got to come out.
There's this thing about
there'll be something that says, right, we'll give you X amount of money if you sign this and never speak of it again.
Like an NDA. So there's this thing, and it's a bit of a joke, but you can't help but think maybe there's something behind it. There's people putting compilations together of many artists accepting an award, looking fearful, but thanking Beyonce and saying that it's all down to her. And there's because Jay-Z and Beyonce is power couple. Yeah. There's also this thing about
who's just done that this week.
Oh, there's an artist called
one of them singing competitions. The long dark hair. She's come out and said that she'd like to thank Beyonce for being her inspiration. She went out with Jermaine Defoe.
I don't know.
What's these singing programs that we have over here?
The Voice, X Factor?
Things like that. Who's one of them women?
I don't know.
Been in women. Not the one with big nose. Who's got long blonde hair.
You can't say that.
Who went over to LA.
You can't say that. She ain't got long blonde hair.
She has.
Okay.
The one I'm thinking of. This is the other one. She's a coloured lass with really long black hair.
I don't even know the program you're talking
hair.
about. So
I'll think of it while Louis carries on.
Okay. But there's a lot of serious allegations. Lots of sex trafficking of minors. I don't understand that charge. What is the trafficking charge? How does that work then? Is it like taking the minor over a borderline? From one state to another? Is that called trafficking? No, that's. I think it's the street term would be pimping. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So moving them around for profit. Wow. So he has a ring of people that he would, and he'd get people to do certain X, Y, Z. And there's people that's come forward saying that they were a victim of this, and they were drugged essentially.
Yeah.
It's extremely dark.
It goes. I know it goes very deep as well, because I mean, his girlfriend of quite a few years,
there's video evidence.
What they call a Neptune or something like that. She was filed charges against him for physical abuse.
You can see the CCTV footage of that
when he beats her up in the hotel.
Yeah,
and 24 hours later, they settled out of court.
And he paid the staff at the hotel like $60,000.
Yeah. Nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. 24 hours later, rather than letting it go to court or letting it go to formal charges, he paid her off.
This case is like unfolding as time goes by, but it's absolutely huge.
Yeah, and it's going to roll on for a long time. It's
almost like when people come up with ridiculous conspiracy theories, and you're like, no, that's not true, and then actually, yeah, it maybe is.
Yeah, but we've got to reiterate that nothing has been proven.
But he has been charged.
He has been charged.
And these other names
he's
been charged.
I haven't followed it.
So these other names that we're mentioning, they could be entirely innocent. This is just hearsay from social media.
Yeah. He has been charged, and he has been refused bail twice.
Yeah.
He's appealing against it. Now get this, he knew that this were coming. He got tipped off that this were coming. So he paid the mortgage up on his £50 million house, because there's a law in California that says that if your debts are secured, like you paid your mortgage off, they can't take that off you. That remains your property. Like in some cases, people have committed crimes and they've took all their assets away from them. A house is one asset, but they can't do it. In California, there's this loophole that says if everything's sort of been paid off, and that's why he's paid his mortgage off. He's got this £50 million house, and they're saying, "Oh no, we're just showing goodwill to the courts that we believe that we're innocent and we're not going to do anything wrong. We'll offer a £50 million house as a bond. Just let him come out on bail." And they've said no. Because they're frightened, because it's so deep, this thing, it's so deep and it's so widespread, and he has so much power amongst these people because what evidence he's got against them.
I mean, it's like
in the video evidence,
even slavery.
They've said we're not going to give him bail, even though they've offered him £50 million bond. They're not going to give him bail because they're going to go out and intimidate witnesses.
Yeah, there's something not right there, isn't there?
Now
that's the big deal, that, when they refuse £50 million.
Yeah.
Let's tie up a few little loose ends. And now this might be absolutely nothing, but Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have recently split up.
Again?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Well, divorced.
Divorced now.
Just before all this kicks off.
Yeah, divorced and remarried, divorced and remarried.
And then they split up.
Are they gone again now?
And now they're divorced now.
Oh, right.
Just before this thing with Puff Daddy, of which she was in a relationship with him, has come out. But it's quite dark.
You'll probably know, if I tell you, the one that I said got long blonde hair with big nose is
Mary J. Blige.
No, she won this singing competition. She was somewhat like, I forgot her bleeding name again. Now I've just thought of it. Leona Lewis.
It's not. She got a big nose.
Yeah, have you seen it?
She keeps
surrenders.
Right.
It's the other one.
So you just brought Leona Lewis into this for no reason?
No, it's she was like competitor with.
Tapping.
She was like a competitor with her.
Leona Lewis?
Yeah, that Leona Lewis lass and this...
what about this person anyway?
This dark lass. Well, she's just come out this week and said about what you were saying about Beyoncé.
Oh.
And she's a singer as well. And she says, I'd like to thank Beyoncé because she's been my inspiration and all that. And,
yeah, right.
She's an English lass.
You get a lot of that, though, don't you? When they want to, like...
No, we've just been saying that everybody's like, thanking Beyoncé, but we're worried look on the face.
People have started to make a bit of a joke of it. There's a girl who was like a Disney star who... she did some sort of speech at a dance award show, and she said, I've got to thank Beyoncé because, I've got to look after the dance community, make sure that they're all safe.
Yeah.
Beyoncé there was this footage of Beyonce in an elevator in America where she stood perfectly still, and her sister is smacking the hell out of Jay-Z while she doesn't respond. And everyone thought, oh, it's because of maybe an affair and stuff like that. Maybe she's found out about what Jay-Z's been up to.
Well, we can't guess, can we?
But, we can.
Because it were only the other week that I was reading something about Beyonce saying that and Jay-Z had split up because she doesn't want nothing to do with the antics that him and P. Diddy had been up to.
He just piled a load of money into something, anyway, Jay-Z.
But I hadn't followed it because, to be quite honest,
he's humongously rich. He started a streaming network called Tidal, of which he got loads of artists assigned to, including Madonna, Pharrell Williams, Beyonce, Rihanna. They all signed this thing thinking it was going to be a huge success, like a competition to Spotify. It failed. Nobody did it, but he's more successful in business.
Yeah.
And he's the one that so there was a woman interviewed on the Piers Morgan show,
right?
Or Morgan show, and she was saying Puff Daddy's been arrested and charged, but it's Jay-Z who's the real head of all this.
Really?
Yeah. And since then, this has been the only outsource of contact or information that we've heard from Jay-Z and Beyonce. That they've made, they threatened legal action against the Piers Morgan show unless he apologises on the next episode, and he did apologise, saying that I'm sorry, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Well, it probably just thought, well, I'll apologise. Apologies are free, aren't they? But,
apologies are free,
and then later on down the line, if it all comes out and the shit hits the fan, it can then say, well, I did tell you so.
But this rabbit warren is quite a deep one, and we don't know where the tentacles are going to stretch to.
They might have absolutely nothing to do with it. It might all be Mr. Diddler.
I find it very unlikely, seeing as they're very good friends. But, that's what the internet says.
Just jealousy you weren't invited to one of these duels, aren't you?
Oh, that's that big slip and slide.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh, that Castrol GTX running into pool.
Hey, this is going to run this.
Yeah.
And the dirt is going to be...
Oh, wait, was this not the advert for the slip and slide?
No.
This will run and the dirt will just flow.
Oh. It's going to run and the dirt will just go out, and there'll be people dragged into this.
Well,
and the people denying it.
I mean, I must admit, I've not followed it because, I didn't know it was that deep, and I just thought, well, I'm not a big fan of him anyway, so I'm not really bothered what he's been up to.
All the clues were there, though. Bad Boy for Life, one of his singles.
Wow.
But I don't understand the American legal system, because how can you pay a victim to not have your name put out from a crime?
They do. Yeah.
Depends how much you got.
It doesn't make sense to be able to pay your way pay into anonymity.
Well, he probably does if you've got as much money as he's got.
There's
and how much has this guy been given, and what were the
guy?
What
people?
Have they been given? Let's say
there was one person.
Well, I'll give you 100 million, but you don't sell, because if you do and I go to Nick, I can still get to you.
There was one person who said something, right?
Well, it's a lawsuit.
He said he was at a Diddy
breach
party.
of confidence and things like that. They can sue him for that, and then they're going to get that money back, and it becomes another court case.
Just because people are in Nick, don't mean to say they can't get to you.
One guy,
it's not in a physical sense; it's in a legal sense, because they'll sign in a legal document saying,
but
and then they'll breach that confidence.
If they breach that, then
they'll sue them. It's like a marriage thing, isn't it? And you stipulations before you get married that you're not going to say this.
It's
that,
like,
or celebrities have them.
X amount of millions, you'll keep my name out of it. But if it finds out that you have grasped, and I end up in Nick, don't forget I can still get to you.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, his tentacles run far.
There's things there that's in place.
There was this one guy
that you're not going to sell.
Money talks. Well, he doesn't actually. It screams and shouts.
This one guy, according to Long Pigs, money talks. It said goodbye. It says goodbye and walks.
Yeah, he does to a lot of people.
This one guy said that he was coming up in the music business, and he was talking to one of the guys at one of these parties who was close to Puff Daddy. And he said, all of a sudden, it was like, oh yeah, we need to do some work with you. He said, and he shouted some guy's name out, and this little man lad ran up, and he said, "Oh, can you?" He said, "Get me such and such, and write me such and such down." And this guy kissed his hand, and then he kissed this guy's forehead, and he thought at the time, like,
odd.
Is it weird? Like, what's going on here? Like, but this is like the slavery element of it. These would be like unwilling.
And this goes back to the 90s.
As far back as that.
Yeah, goes back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a busy boy.
He has.
So that's the diddler. The diddler.
Yeah, that's the diddler.
And the diddler will be continued.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Probably.
Well, how do you follow that?
So, Pretenders.
It's got to have something to follow it.
Chrissy Hynde.
Oh, yeah.
So, they're on tour.
They are, yeah.
And I found this pretty funny. So, she's asking that all the people, and she's come out and said this, that all the people that attend their gigs not to sit in the first few rows at front because they should be for the locals of each gig. Yeah.
That's weird.
How do you determine who's local?
Well, so if she's playing Sheffield, that's for Sheffielders.
Yeah, but how do you know who's going to be from
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's what she's saying. So apparently she's stopping people that aren't from the local area of the venue sitting in the first few rows.
I think it's a bit.
And I thought, what a weird thing.
Yeah,
Why?
So that reminds
She's saying something like, there's been a lot of people that's been buying tickets for some of these gigs for Pretenders, and they've been buying them for like 2 and 3 and 4 gigs at a time.
super fans.
Yeah, so what she's saying is, no, don't do that, because we're playing out to us fans, and there might be people in an area that we're playing that's never seen us before. So let them. We're going to let them come to front.
Yeah, but surely
How are they going to manage that?
I don't know.
Surely the front row tickets will still be expensive.
I thought it were an odd statement anyway.
Yeah. How are they going to manage that? Oh, you can't have that seat. Why not? I've got my money in my hand.
Yeah.
Why can't I have that seat?
Yeah.
Because that's for a local. Yeah. How can you prove that you're local? You've got to show your postcode.
It reminds me of a story.
Take a utility bill.
You have to take your passport with you.
At a Lincoln,
I just thought it was a bit odd.
At a Lincoln gig, so there was a student union sort of gig space in Lincoln. I think it's Lincoln. The band, The Last Dinner Party, which is like a female band. The security was stopping any male on their own at the door and quizzing them whether they knew what was it. They had to name like X amount of album tracks from the album.
Really?
They would question them about like why they were coming.
Yeah.
And they had to answer questions in order to get through. Like, what? Just because they're on their own and they thought they were like strange.
Yeah.
So they were investigated. And apparently the band said it's because of, they've had some of the security issues. But that's weird.
Yeah, a bit odd.
Yeah.
A bit odd.
And how to make someone feel uncomfortable for being a fan and wants to go to your gig just because they're on their own.
Yeah, it is a bit... What if you just like the band and you want to go and see them? And you get questioned because why are you here? Because I like to see band. Yeah, but why are you on your own? Because I'm lonely. Nobody likes me.
Because
I've got bad body odor.
Because my best mate's P. Diddy.
Yeah.
The diddler. You heard of him?
The diddler, yeah. Well, yeah, no, that's odd, that. Odd, that.
So Mariah Carey's doing a new album.
All right.
Which was, apparently it's a secret album, what she recorded back in early 90s.
That's a big secret.
And
it's been a long time
It
secret.
has been a long time. And she got advised not to release it at the time.
Oh, God.
Because it's a grunge album.
Oh, she released them, the grunge album?
Yeah. Apparently she's hoping to release it mid next year.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Yeah. I don't think her image... I just can't see her singing grunge.
Does that mean...
You don't have to watch her do it.
No, but what I'm saying is...
Just listen to it.
But if you look at her, Mariah Carey, you can't imagine her singing grunge.
Does that mean that she's going to be like Evanescence?
I don't know.
Like, maybe... This is quite interesting. So...
Has she linked up with somebody in this?
Oh, no, she's done it all herself back in the 90s.
So think about...
but Apparently, her record company stopped her releasing it, saying it was a bad idea for her image and one thing or another. But now she's saying that
they didn't stop Dolly bringing out a rock record, did they?
Well, because times have changed, my boy.
Yes, yeah.
She's now saying that it got recorded. It's about time it came out as an album.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because we know of Mariah Carey, and she probably started like 89, maybe 91, something like that. And she's got this...
I bet she was earlier than that.
Yeah, I thought.
No, not much, but she's got this big voice. She's suddenly in this pocket of genre, like Whitney Houston, where she, and
just
then
Christmas songs.
Well, but you assume that because she can sing like this, that this must be the music she likes. But maybe she's actually always liked grunge music.
She could do.
But because she can sing like she
wanted to duet with Alice in Chains. That'd be great.
Because she can like smash glass with a high C note.
Yeah.
She's been trapped in this place of R&B and maybe like pop.
That's where she made her money, and that's where you go back to, don't you?
That's what I'm saying.
When she's in the car, she might be playing Nirvana.
Oof. That's what I'm saying.
I'm liking the idea of this.
That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine her profile singing grunge.
No, you can't. That's what makes it interesting. Like you automatically typecasted by the music that she sings, and you can't.
That's what makes it interesting.
Or is it going to be another, like as you said, Dolly Parton does rock?
Did she do?
Well, a lot of people liked it
really well though.
Well, it liked it that much. It sold.
A lot of people liked it.
#1 in American charts.
A lot of people bought it because it was Dolly.
A lot of people.
You bought it because it was Dolly.
Speaking of Dolly, though, Dolly's got her own brand of wine out.
Really?
Yeah, you can get it.
A lot of people done that.
You can get it in Asda.
I mean, Cliff Richard did that.
Yeah, and he slagged his own wine off by accident in the F word with Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? So don't serve me that shite or something.
Yeah.
And he went, it's your wine.
Never heard him swear before, until he's drank his own wine. But Dolly Parton, I don't know if it's any good, but she's got her own special edition wine out when it's her own brand.
Yeah.
Why not?
Wine not.
Wine not indeed. Is it just red wine?
You be fussed. But Amy Winehouse has got her own wine brand out. Amy Wine
House?
No. It's not working. No.
No.
And neither did yours, Wayne. And I'm struggling to think of one myself, but I'm not going to deep dive into that one. No.
I saw a comment, on one of the Amy Winehouse film.
Yeah.
I saw in the film. I didn't think the film was very good. I thought it was terrible. But I went with preconceived ideas, thinking it would be terrible, and it was confirmed. But a comment under the film, there's description, or where you can leave comments on like IBMD or whatever it is. Somebody went, "It's such a shame she's died."
Really?
It's just a shame because she would love vaping.
Don't make any sense.
What?
Because the vapes weren't around at the time, but
just bad that. Isn't it?
No. Bit poor that.
No, I've been to see Joker film. Don't go.
Oh, sorry. I have to say another comment on the Diddler.
Oh, right, yeah.
There has been somebody who's come forward and defended him.
Really?
Yeah, a famous person. Stevie Wonder has come forward and defended him and said, "I never saw anything criminal."
Well, that is a bad joke. Well, that ties in with the front seats at his gig, because I've sat in the front seats at his gig.
You said it was a joke.
At Stevie Wonder. No, well, he would have defended him, wouldn't he? But no, he's recently on tour.
It was a joke. He
didn't
really defend.
He's actually touring in America again.
Is he?
Yeah, he's doing limited
didn't really
tours.
see him?
Well, no, he's blind.
Oh, right.
Did you know?
No, I just thought he liked sunglasses.
Oh, right, okay.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It does.
Isn't she lovely? Anyway, he's back touring. No. I just throw random things in.
I know, I can tell.
I wish.
Makes me very superstitious. As rather.
No, he's touring some songs in America. He's only doing a limited amount of gigs in America, but it's been well attended. But apparently it's going down very well.
Yeah?
I don't think he's going to extend on it, because he doesn't tour very often these days.
No.
Because he's in his late 70s.
Is he?
Yeah. It's surprising. I mean, he's been around forever.
Well, that's not true.
No, it is. He's been around forever.
He was
sat at the big table with Jesus. No, he seems to have been around forever, because he started when he was very young. But he's now in his late 70s. And apparently he's singing as good as ever.
Well, I heard that your voice doesn't reach its full potential till around 60.
Well, there's a chance for me yet then.
But as soon as you go past 60, it's vastly deteriorates.
So this week, I shouted from the rooftops, we can still play.
Oh, I don't know. We can still play.
I think the link in this is from the rooftops.
No.
No?
No. He's demanded, we can still play.
Who's this?
It's Roger Taylor, Queen. Apparently he's got together with Brian May, and they are looking into releasing new music, new album next year.
With who singing?
Well, there's nobody being there's nobody being confirmed. It's all new stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's nobody being confirmed who will be the singer, but that Adam Lambert is the favourite because apparently is he touring with them or
he's the one that's been singing with him for quite some time.
Yeah. So they're thinking that he will be down as the singer, but it'll be all new stuff, all written by Taylor and May. Okay. And it'll be as sometime next year. But apparently he demands that we can still play. Let's see. I mean, I'm older than her. What will Brian May be?
Well, they're all in the mid to late 70s.
I'm going to say he's got to be. I don't know exactly. I thought round about 77, 78ish, and then I thought, is that too old?
We're going to be kind instead of 72.
It's crazy though, isn't it, that you can get somebody at that age performing at that level. Like if you think back to the days in their prime, let's say mid-80s, right?
Mid-80s.
Thank you. If you'd have said to somebody in the mid-80s that a mid-70-year-old would be pulling in huge arena crowds, be like, oh God, how are they going to do that? How are they physically going to do that? Yeah. It exemplifies how diets have changed and the way that people live their life has changed.
Well, I mean, if you said to the Queen lineup in 1976, shall we say, when they were really at their pomp then, really, weren't they? And if you'd have said to them, well, don't worry, boys, apart from Freddie,
you're gone.
You'll all be there in your 70s doing exactly the same numbers.
And Freddie says, why aren't I there? You're dead.
But why, darling?
Because your lifestyle is...
I mean, I don't doubt for 1 minute that they can't still play.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that for 1 minute that they can't still play. What I doubt for is, after the last 2 albums, does the generation of today want to hear it?
Yeah, they'll sell out. They'll sell out.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a great demand for bands like Queen, this jukebox, this vintage. Not
what
vintage.
is it though? I mean, aside from Queen and the songs, like, is it? What is it? Is it the fact that they can play and they're like the masters of their own art?
Yeah, they've got such a big back catalogue, and the catalogue is so famous that they just want to go out and see them play it live, and they'll sell out. Look at Journey and Def Leppard; they're doing that tour again, and they're selling out. They're making more money now than they've ever made.
No, but bear with me, so I don't.
Sorry, Willie, but Journey. The members of Journey...
There's only one left.
Well, no, they're all there, apart from lead singer's losing his voice, and they don't speak to each other.
Well, Perry's not there.
No, Perry's not there. He's the only one that's not there. Yeah, the rest of them...
No. Drummer's not there.
Whoa.
The singer plays keyboards. Or piano, one or two.
No, but he's always done that.
Well, it's a different...
He's not... No, it's Arnell who's the singer. Who took the role of Steve Perry?
Yeah, guitarist isn't there. Drummer's not there.
Guitarist is there. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive. It's his band. Him and the keyboards player are the sort of main focal points of the band. Arnell was
I thought there were only one there.
No, Arnell's a hired hand. He got picked up 20 years ago now, because he sounded like Perry.
That's
and his voice
that's
is going.
the YouTube guy, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I think there's only one of the original bass player. I think he might have gone.
It might be a bass player then, not.
But the other members of the band are all still there. Well, they call that guitarist. He played for Santana. It'll come to me. But yeah, no, they don't. They've got lawsuits going between all members of the band, so they don't speak to each other.
Yeah,
they travel in separately. They just get to gig and they play.
What? And somebody tried to sue somebody else because he's using his
credit card. Yeah, the band's credit card.
Yeah.
And they made friends and they got up and they got back together and they played nicey, and then there's some more lawsuits.
But that wasn't that Neil Sean that did that.
Neil Sean, that's his name.
Yeah.
Neil Sean were using credit card, yeah. But he said it was justified by what he were doing. And other one got face on because he says, no, it wasn't. But it's all going to court or gone to court.
Because didn't they pay for some transportation and he wasn't happy with it? So
probably.
He said, well, I'm going to hire a private jet.
Yeah,
but he took it out of business account and he's like, well, we're a business trip. And it's like, yeah, but we'd already paid for it. You didn't want to travel with us because it wasn't good enough for you. You should pay for your own bleeding flight.
There's been a lot of that going on in the band. Yeah. But Arnell's got a problem with his voice now.
Oh, is he going on all now? I thought he'd already left Arnell.
No. He goes back to Philippines every now and again, but he don't left.
I thought it was a different singer.
No. Well, I'm saying he's losing his voice. There's been talk that he doesn't... The last album that they did... See, he's always been able to copy... Perry. So he sang like Perry as
well, that's why they got him into
bit of a trick
from YouTube.
Bit of a trick, he could do it, and he could sing like Perry. And the last album is sang in his own. In some of the songs, he sang in his own voice, and it's still quite a good voice.
But it's Welsh.
No, sorry, Roddy. He didn't mean that, honestly.
I did, Roddy.
So, but he sings in his own voice, and yeah, that works, But they want when they're playing the old songs,
right? Yeah.
They want the Perry voice,
yeah.
But he's struggling to do it now, apparently.
No. Yeah.
No, they're all there. I'm sure they're all. Yeah, they are all there. They're all there.
I thought there were only but one left from the original lineup.
No. Denied.
So Adele has made a statement saying that she is going to take a break from music.
Oh yeah, after she's finished in Vegas, isn't it?
No, she's finished in Vegas. I think she did something in
Vegas trip.
She did a gig somewhere, but she says a long break. So I think we're expecting like a 10-year break.
Shut up.
No, yeah. She wants
6 weeks is long enough.
She wants a long break from music.
What's she going to do?
She doesn't need to do it, does she? I think she's probably just going to raise her children or have a life.
Yeah, well, she can't have a life. She's a famous person.
Well,
she can't. I don't know, she can't go to Sainsbury's.
She's sort of one of those people that
I think somebody like Adele probably does.
Yeah, I think
she's tried it.
Yeah,
she's tried it, and it didn't work.
I think
people recognise her.
Well, she probably will, but
she has to get in disguise to go.
I reckon she's all right. I don't think she needs to constantly be in the conveyor belt of fame because, so uniquely about Adele is so famous. She is a celebrity.
Yeah.
She doesn't need any more accolades. She doesn't need any more awards. She doesn't need any more hits. She's accomplished it. So, and uniquely to her, compared to other celebrities, she doesn't seem to be on that need of conveyor belt of constant affirmation about oh, you're really good. I need another hit song, because she's had such huge success. I don't know what else she's got to prove.
No, it's good, and I think a lot of that is because she's in charge of what she does. She's not being obviously not being ruled by some record company saying, well, I'm sorry, but you're going out on tour next year.
Yeah, and she's not dependent on somebody writing her a hit because she's writing her own music. Yeah,
she says to them, I'll do it when I want.
Yeah.
And you'll like it.
Because what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah. One of the
Adele.
One of the people that she co-wrote with, do you know what band they were in?
They was in
Beyoncé.
The Wombles.
If I told you that, let me give you a clue. nobody knows this.
No, only you.
Nobody knows it, but one of them's got a secret smile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and their favourite game
closing time
is Sonic.
And they did closing time.
The Hedgehog.
Semisonics.
Well, Semisonic.
Yeah.
Semisonic, the guy who sings for them, he co-wrote with her.
He did a lot of writing for a lot of people once he finished with Semisonic, didn't he?
Yeah, but he wrote with Adele a lot.
Oh, yeah. I actually like closing time that they did.
I like Secret Smile.
Yeah, that would good. Try that. Yeah. Excellent.
Mid-90s.
So he's made a good career for himself, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Have you seen this week that Rory Gallagher's guitar's gone for sale?
Yeah.
And it's
they're donating it, aren't they?
Yeah, to Irish Museum of Culture, I think, or something like that. Yeah. Well, it actually sold for, by the time they'd put tax on and this, and it said plus contract. I don't know what that means.
No.
But
that might be like the trade, so if it gets sold again, like there's a percentage maybe or something like that?
It went for 900,000.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't actually say who bought it.
The family bought it, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I think that's what happened, Wayne. I think the family bought it through possibly outside influences and outside donations, and they've donated it to the museum.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you know who was favourite?
Bonamassa.
He was favourite to buy it.
Joe Bonamassa, is it?
Joe Bonamassa.
I thought he'd get a mention.
Joe Bonamassa was actually favourite to buy the guitar. And I think it was his dad, they did an interview with him, and he said that he'd actually spoke to Joe and asked him if he wanted to buy it before he put it to auction.
Yeah.
And Bonamassa says, yes, I do want to buy it, but it's such an iconic guitar for Ireland.
Oh, okay.
I want it to stay in Ireland.
They could have bought it and just left it in Ireland.
If I buy it,
he's going to play it next year, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's doing
He's doing
years
the Rory Gallagher gig next year, isn't he?
And
in
apparently he is going to play the guitar. But he says, but if I buy it, it's going to come back with me. And he says, I want it to stay in Ireland. So as much as I want to buy it, I'm not going to do.
Well, that's nice. That's all right.
And I thought, well, that's pretty good, that.
Fair play.
Didn't really look at it in that way.
Yeah.
He's not a bad fella.
From diddler to fiddler.
And on that note, goodbye.
Goodbye.